It's your boy Sleazy here, keeping it sleazy.
It's your boy Kevvv for real.
It's Mr. Everyday K Brad. Hey, what you know?
Beach Boys.
And we're back with another
Video.
Beach family. You know the drill. Please subscribe to the Patreon on the Boys in the Beach Club if you haven't already. Also, returners, please go subscribe. There's too many of that keep coming back that are not subscribed. We need you guys to go tap in. And new viewers, please go hit that button. Kevvv, what we doing?
We're reacting to some current events that are going around, right now in our country. We're reacting to Minneapolis shooting and the latest updates.
Beach family, if y'all want to go make a request, you got to go tap into the Patreon on the Boys and Beach Club. If you haven't already, that's where we're going to take all our requests for any videos. So don't go to YouTube comments, don't go on to TikTok, don't go on Instagram. Go to the Patreon, one of the Boys and Beach Club, and go subscribe. Also, too many of y'all keep coming back. This number is crazy. We need all returners to go subscribe right now. We're trying to get to this 100K, so please go subscribe right now. Go tap in.
Continue to cover all of the latest here, so let's bring in Oliviana Calmes. She is joining us here to discuss much more about the latest information as that information does develop. Oliviana, what is the latest?
Yeah, Josh, we've been talking about the protests that have been popping up since the shooting. I'm outside the Whipple building. It's a federal building, and there are Border Patrol agents. You can hear some people yelling behind me. This happened yesterday morning as well, but today the difference is that the Border Patrols have put up barricades next to where the federal building is, and I'm going to step out of the way so you can see how big the crowd is as well. It started with about 5 people, and you can see it's grown to over 20, more like 30, 40 people here as well, along with the media too. But the city overall has been on edge. Last night I was at the memorial where people were very emotional about Renee Good, who was killed in this ICE-involved shooting. Not only that, but schools are taking notice of this. Minneapolis Public Schools saying that they will give the option to go online, switch to remote learning. That's what one educator posted online until February 12th. So that's over a month from now.
Damn.
ICE agents deliberately wait outside the school building during drop-off and pickup times, trying to catch parents and take them away. The consequences of those actions are devastating.
Now, the Minnesota National Guard is on standby to support law enforcement.
What the
Governor
hell are
Walz
they
urging
doing?
protesters to stay peaceful, though. He said compassion and accountability are the answer, not violence. But yesterday, officers used tear gas and arrested at least a dozen protesters who confronted Border Patrol agents here where I'm standing. And not only was that yesterday, we saw pepper balls as well here today. But Border Patrol Chief Greg Bavino, you may know that name. That's a very well-known name. He stopped by this ICE operation yesterday, and he says he's defending the federal response to all of this.
Every city we've been to, whether it's Chicago, Los Angeles, or now Minneapolis, take a look at what President Trump and Secretary Noem have accomplished. Double-digit figure drop in crime. Let me say that again, Laura. Double-digit figures drops in crime, and that's why we're here.
We'll talk about that.
And you're going to see that here in Minneapolis starting yesterday.
All right.
We're really getting updates almost every half hour in this story. The mayor also spoke today. He's reiterating with this investigation that he wants the state involved. Now, just to recap, Minnesota Bureau of Criminal Apprehension was removed or reversed from being part of the FBI probe into this because the DHS says that it was an act of domestic terrorism. Regardless, the people here, Governor Walz, the mayor of Minneapolis, say they want to be involved as much as possible in all this. Josh.
All right, Oliviana, thank you so much for that report. I'm sure we'll be in touch here as the investigation does continue. Thank you again.
So, what did you want to say?
It's very frustrating to hear when the people who are supposed to be protecting you, and then, there are certain people I can't directly address because of my occupation. It's heartbreaking to hear that immigrants, when my lineage comes from immigrants, are being called violent criminals, rapists, and things like that, when just in reality, that could be anybody. It is not just the people that are migrating here. And the thing that sucks about statistics is they can be skewed if you manipulate them correctly and make it seem as though this specific population of people is more dangerous or violent than they actually are.
Or like they're the problem. which is corny.
You know, but that's the easy ploy. Don't get me wrong, there are some small things that back what they're saying in their claims. But to say that due to the quote-unquote presence of ICE, that there has been a drastic drop in crime because they've been deporting people is asinine, right? The reason why crime is dropping is because the people who do the crime see the police is here. What am I gonna do with police on standby, driving around with big guns? You have to take a chill pill. Any criminal with half a brain knows that. Like when they were in Washington, like trying to quote unquote clean up the streets, of course the crime stopped. I think that they had like a genuine stop in like murders for the first time in a long time when they came. No one's gonna do any crimes in front of the cops. Just gonna wait till you go. I'm sure as soon as they left, people started dying again. So you can't have this kind of approach and speak like that. And then it's like when you have certain spokespeople coming up, right? Like we haven't opened a history book up in this country. It seems like an agenda's being pushed or a narrative. And it's like, you really want to be the person being a part of that movement right now?
I understand what they're trying to do. I just don't agree with the approach. Like, because their tactics is like traumatizing for kids. Like, I remember I seen a video of basically at a first grade or kindergarten like graduation, like ICE just pulled up and were just taking parents and kids were crying and it was a bad scene. It's like, dude, like I feel like it definitely can be approached way different, but they're just on some like basically bullying, you know? And it's just like, damn. And Trump is the one that's just condoning this, or he's the one that's enforcing this stuff. So it's like, I'm not even surprised that they ruled the person that shot the woman,
Renee.
Yeah, I'm not surprised that they ruled him self-defense, because like the president is who's pushing this, is pushing this. So it's like, of course he's gonna protect the people like he's sending out there.
I mean, honestly, everything isn't final just yet. He's just made a an announcement.
Oh. But I just think, I don't know, like, again, I seen the video. It's like you could have moved it. Like, you moved out the way and was able to shoot her. So that means you were able to move out the way and not shoot at all. Like, or like, bro, did you not have like, I don't know, tear gas or pepper spray, something else? You could have did something else. But if you were able to move out the way and shoot her, then you was able to just move out the way. Honestly, you did not have to fire those shots. It's like, because I understand, like, he was kind of in front of the car, but he wasn't, like, directly in front. Like, he was, like, kind of to the side. So if you could take a step to the side and shoot, you could have took a step to the side and just moved. Like,
well, why not just listen? When we were kids, what did our parents tell us? You know, Moon Blanc. We were taught when we were young, when you get stopped or anything with a police officer, you just obey the law. That's it. Don't do anything to make them do that to you. I'm not saying it's okay. I'm not saying it's awful. Like, someone's life was taken for nothing.
Yeah.
For literally nothing. But you have to listen. They said, stop the car. Stop the car. You're a U.S. citizen. You have all documentations, so they will leave you alone.
Yeah.
Why? You're, only like, I don't know. I don't know.
I have two sides of things, right? Mm-hmm. On one side of things, as an American, right, we have the right to not necessarily fight, because I don't want people to think I'm saying fight, right? You have the right to fight for what you believe in, right? Everything ICE is doing, they're doing under instruction. So it makes me sad, because it's like, these are people doing a job, right? They have families. They have to make it home. They have to be safe. And a lot of these people have very specific training. You do this, this happens. If this happens, you respond this way. So being in the military, I actually genuinely understand on their aspect, because they're just doing a job. Everyone's coming at the agents and putting out their identities. Granted, if they had a moral compass, they probably shouldn't take that job. But people have work that they need to do, man. But
what I will say is, is Minneapolis a red state or blue state?
I'm not sure.
So that also plays a part in it.
For sure.
That's what they voted for.
That's exactly. If it's a red state, you voted for this. So when people say your vote matters, it quite literally does. Like, come on, man.
Yeah.
Trump told you he was gonna do this when he literally said it.
Nah, he did.
He said it right when I
said
get in office.
He's like, we're sending people back where they came from.
He said it.
He did.
Y'all didn't believe him.
I don't think anyone thought he meant like this though.
But
Maybe
he still,
like
he
just,
still said it though.
just pulling
he warned
cards and like, all right, you know, you're no longer a citizen. You have X amount of time to go. But like, this is literally like mass kidnappings.
Yeah.
Like, right near my job, I forget her name, and I don't want to be rude and call her that girl, but there was a woman. She was taken down the street from Tufts Medical, right? Because she went to the school. And I didn't understand, because I was at work, why there were so many people in the street and just in the way and yelling. And I'm like, what is happening? And then I saw on the news that she was taken. And then it's like, it's different when you see it
in real time.
Like in real time, and it's just that close to home. It's like, whoa, oh my goodness. And people in fear to even come out, like, or go anywhere because they just fear of being taken. But to circle back, what I wanted to say, aside from the people who are, you know, ICE agents doing their job, it's disheartening to see that, like, as an American, you can't stand up for what you believe in anymore, and that cost you your life. Because, like you said, she should have stopped.
That's it.
Right? But at the same time, it's like, when you know something is wrong, this is what our country's history is on. Like revolutions, like revolting, fighting back, like, but it also can cost you something. You need to pick your battles wisely. You need to know when it's the time to fight and when it's time to listen, even when you don't agree.
Exactly. Right?
If you have numbers, there's strength in numbers. That's different, right? You can't kill everybody, because then it's not self-defense, right? That's a slaughter. But a one-on-one interaction, vehicle versus man, you made it too easy.
Literally, like, you gave them that pass. You gave them that door. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
and these people are scared. Make no mistake, the big muscles and the masks and the guns, they're terrified because they know what they're doing is wrong, and they know what they're doing is going to agitate people. Listen, and when I say this, listen to me good. How can people who a land never belonged to in the first place feel like they have the right to deport people?
Bro.
I understand we have things in place. I understand we have systems to kind of have some kind of order. But let's make one thing very clear. When's the last time you've seen a Native American anywhere other than a reservation with long hair wearing their things? Oh, you don't. You know why? Because they were murdered in numbers. So when we're talking about deporting people, it's one thing if you're like, hey, you know, we're overpopulated, right? Or if you know there's just genuinely not enough work, or there's not enough places to live. Every other day they're building up a new condo.
Literally.
We got the space. Why are you sending them back? You can't demonize these people
who want a new life, a better
You know what
life.
I mean? Because if that's the case, then do your due diligence. Run background checks. If all these people that's criminals, they must have done something somewhere.
Facts.
Come on, man. Like, and I wish people would wake up and see what's really going on.
Yeah.
Look at the communities being targeted.
Us. We're getting to a population where we're gonna be bigger than everyone else.
Bro, minorities in general,
yeah.
of course. But
you know.
Yes, and I learned about that in sociology.
But what I will say is, Biden, when he was in office, he looked out for people like us. Meaning, like, our family who live in Haiti, they came in here for, like, all you had to do is fill out the paperwork. They came in here.
Yeah.
You know, they changed their life. Like, I just want someone that's from America to just spend 1 week in Haiti and see how you feel. Just 1 week.
Yeah.
Just see how you feel.
Or in
Anywhere.
Mexico, or just, I think
Any
before
place
you
that's struggling,
Yes.
honestly.
But I'm just using that as an example.
But to really see, but to really go there and see the struggle, to be like, damn, these people are really going through this. Let me try to help them.
It's one thing if the people that are coming here that are doing things. All right, if you're doing crazy shit, all right, take them. Yeah, go.
Yeah.
But if you're genuinely here just working, you're 9 to 5, going home with your come on, bro.
That doesn't make any sense. And you know what? I don't even care if they cancel me. They didn't do that to people from Ukraine.
Yeah.
They didn't do that to any Jewish people. Yeah, I know you're not allowed to say that word on the internet. They didn't do that to them.
But that's true.
And it's ridiculous because of what? Because of how much they contribute. When I was working in Cambridge, every day I would leave work, but there was a 1 day out of the month. There's a Jewish center. I don't know exactly what it is. The police, they'd have a police detail, state troopers, Boston police, everything. They get to just do whatever they want. They get to park in the street.
Yeah.
Right? Right? Why? Why do they get the special treatment like that no other group gets? You know how fast you get canceled if you say anything about Jewish people?
Facts.
There's still black people dying on camera, and there's ICE agents literally kidnapping people.
Yeah, but also as a community, as a minority, we have to know what we're voting for.
I agree.
Like, we outnumber every race. Like, we have to
Minorities,
vote.
just to be clear, because
we have to vote. It matters. Like, it genuinely does. And when people say it doesn't, it's like, damn, that's a slap in the face, because
people fought for this, lost their lives for this.
Exactly.
You know, but I also think the literacy rate is down drastically. You know, the importance on education, like amongst minorities, where it once was, is no longer there. And I know that's not by accident.
It's not.
You know, and I'm not looking to make it seem like I'm on some conspiracy theory stuff. There's
It's
a lot
facts.
of, you know, but it's just, this isn't the video to bring all of that up in, because we want to focus on, you know, we want to talk about terrorism. This is low-key terrorism. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah. You just
This
shot a
is
lady in broad
ridiculous.
daylight.
This is ridiculous. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, it's sad. It's actually sad.
Yeah.
Because you don't even know, like, she could have a family, kids, and you just took it away from her.
Yeah. But I also do want to say,
I see both sides.
Yeah,
100%.
I genuinely do
Shoot
get
the
that.
tires.
Yeah.
If she had a gun, okay. She don't have no weapons. Just shoot the tires.
Yeah.
She eventually gonna have to stop.
That's a fact. Engine block. You hit the engine. Oh,
Yeah.
let me not say that, but just there are ways to stop a moving vehicle, right? There are ways.
But also,
That's why
like,
he's gonna roll
it's probably like, and I'm putting myself into the ISIS shoes. That guy,
Yeah.
the specific agent.
Which is fair.
It was probably happening too fast. Like,
Yeah.
oh shit, like this lady's about to run. Oh shit,
I
like
can't even say that.
but that's not my first instinct. I'm not gonna lie.
Bro, that's what I'm
no,
like. My first instinct is not gonna be to shoot.
If someone is running you over, what's your?
I'm trying to get out the way.
Oh my god, she was right next to him. Like, you're thinking about your life.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah.
If someone is running you over and you cannot get out the way, and you're what? Oh, you're crazy. Nah. But I'm not. It's not right. It's she opened that door for them to do that, because if she never did that and something else happened, they're dead wrong.
Yeah.
But now it's like,
Yeah.
they told you to stop. They told you to get out 3 times,
Yeah.
and you didn't,
I'm not gonna lie.
because that happened. Like, you know, like
Or at least pull a flip ski on her. I'd have been like, all right, let me pull over, and then you out. You could have booked
Yeah,
it.
sometimes some people's minds don't
It's
work
different,
that
like,
quick. If you used to doing wrong, you
we're
won't think of some
like
shit like
we
that.
have been in that field like before, like, you know, like survival mode.
Yeah.
It's different for everyone, like,
Yeah.
you know, like, so different, and we don't know, like, it's just a lot of, you know, there's a lot of stuff that we don't see.
Yeah, I agree.
So
I think that if there's a way for people to vote accordingly, or at least oppose this the right way, you know, in a non-violent way, because I don't want to get on the internet and tell anyone to do anything violent, even though that's what this history is known for. We have the most violent history, you know, at least in this span of the last couple centuries. Everything we've ever gotten has been taken by war, you know, mass murdering. I do want to say that so that people can understand, you know, you have to pay attention to what's happening in real time, because it's not a problem until it starts to affect you.
exactly.
And then by then it's too late, right? Everybody was looking the other way when it was just Hispanic people.
Mm-hmm.
And then they didn't even realize the domino effect of how many people were going to be taken. You have to pay attention, because a lot of the times what they do is they'll pick a group of people to experiment on. Like, all right, let's see how this goes, right? Oh, we're get through like this. No one's stopping us. But what? They already done recruited more people. They got different checkpoints.
They giving
and everything.
bonuses now.
Oh,
Join
$50,000.
Yeah, even if you're like a civilian and you call in, you can get you can get some bread.
$50K. It's on Indeed.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Literally $50,000 sign-on bonus.
Yeah.
If you get the job. They literally had a picture of how long the line was, because a lot of people, they're not doing well financially right now.
So they know. It's
They
like
know.
they're keeping it above their head.
So it's like, if I rat
this.
you out to get some bread, I'm gonna
It's
do
not
it.
even that. The bonus alone is getting them honey.
Yeah, that's
That
literally
alone.
a year's pay.
Literally. 50 racks?
That's a year's pay right there just to sign on. They took a picture of the line, bro.
And
Yo,
Trump, you really have to, like, dude, you have enough money. Relax. Fix the country. That's it. Like, bro, we don't need this right now. We have other stuff to be worrying about. We might be in war. And you're worried about this?
Yeah.
You out like, bro, this guy's crazy. This is not your backyard. This is millions of Americans that you're changing their life every single day. Every single day.
So you got the answer to.
He's not gonna answer to nobody. He is a mobster.
Yeah.
100%. This is He's a mobster. He is running the country like it's a mob.
I'm not gonna lie.
This is not okay.
Yeah.
At all. Imagine you walking to the bus stop and ICE agents pull up on you. Nigga, what? You're already fucked up.
Yeah.
Mentally fucked up, financially fucked up, everything.
Yeah.
And then that, boom. That's the final drop.
Yeah.
Like, damn, nigga, life already fucking me. Chill.
Yeah.
It's sad. It's actually sad because it's like, dude, it's sad because people in America really thought like that he was the best for the country, and it's not.
Because he had some kind of business prowess. But I mean, and it's crazy because like I'm not one to kind of duck my tail. I'll be honest. Like I thought, I thought Trump, at least for the options that were presenting themselves, because we didn't have much. I was actually surprised that the people who made it that far. But like America's not ready to have a woman president. Every time we have a worthy candidate, they wave them off and act like they can't do the job. You know, to be honest, I feel like the next person that should run, even though she said out her own mouth she wouldn't do it, is Michelle Obama.
I think she would win.
Because she wouldn't win.
She would win.
No. Yeah. She wouldn't win because America is not ready to have a woman president.
Exactly.
They're so sexist in the United States.
Bro, you don't see
what? Hillary Clinton lost to Obama. Do you not know how well she was doing?
She almost won.
She really almost won, but I just feel like it was stuck, right? And I'm gonna say this too: America had to make a decision: a woman president
or a black president.
But they like to spin it. He's biracial.
Yeah.
To make themselves feel better. But any other time before this, when you have melanin on your skin, you're black, no matter your parent being as pale as daytime, right? So they was like, oh, he's biracial. So a biracial man over Hillary Clinton, even though her husband was in office and she was a very active member in his presidency.
She was literally there.
But, and then Michelle Obama, same thing.
She would have. Yeah, it just has to be some like cut these old guys out.
Yeah, this is ridiculous
because they don't understand. Like their brains are still programmed for the old ways. Like it's 2026, Trump.
They're not trying to.
Bro, you just can't walk up to someone and just take them. Like what?
Yeah,
that's crazy.
They did that to the president, to the what was it?
The Venezuelan president.
Yeah,
but that's
Maduro.
A whole different.
Yeah, that's different.
But he just literally just kidnapped.
No. He lost the election, and he didn't want to step down. So they went and got him out. That actually makes sense. Like that was the one thing I'm like, all right. Because if they vote you out and you're not trying to leave, nigga, what do you mean? What do you mean you're not trying to leave?
He's like, this is a dictatorship.
Yeah, he wasn't trying to leave. So that is a whole different situation. But like my thing is like, how can you handle a situation that's not even in our country like that way better than what you do in your own country?
Oh yeah,
it's like that's backwards. You handle that situation very quiet. If you didn't know, you know. That's until he got into until they started already here. That's when it was like, oh shit.
When did they even go get bro?
Exactly. But
I was so shocked. When did you have time? Yo, Goose.
And then you'll put him in a Nike Tech.
That was
And then another thing associated with all of what's going on right now, I don't appreciate how they negatively have spun food stamps or snaps.
Yeah.
Right? Because in the United States, for the longest time, right, people that were not of color were using snaps the most.
Literally.
Factually, not opinion based. Right? So when people say, oh, this is where my tax dollars, no, brother, your tax dollars were going to someone that looked exactly like you. Okay? In the majority. The thing is, you just would see and hear about the minorities getting the benefits, right? Because they understand these are people who are genuinely not even from this country, probably don't have the same family ties as you, probably won't have the same kind of assistance when it comes to needing living, because if you were to lose your home, you have a whole lineage of people you can ring up and ask, hey, can I stay here? Whereas this person is a first-generation migrant and they have absolutely no one.
No one.
Do they not need assistance? Now, are there some people who have taken advantage?
Yes.
Yes, they have. You know, that's just kind of, whenever there's anything good, that's going to happen, right? But if you pay very close attention, there were much more people on welfare that look a lot more like the people who complained about it than you think. I remember there was someone in Congress who was going hard about, cutting back on the food stamps and everything. And it's so funny because they found out that his mom was on food stamps.
Yeah, bro.
And that's literally how he got by for years, because she was on food stamps.
Yeah, but you can't bite the hand that feeds you. So it's sad because it's like, that's a resource that helps Americans every day.
Yeah.
And there's thousands and, no, not even thousands, millions of tax dollars that are being spent on BS.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I know y'all seen all those daycares that got $1 million in refund. Like, I know you've seen that. That's been going crazy. Like, all these daycares that have been like receiving like millions of dollars from taxes, and they're just pocketing it.
Oh yeah, they're
literally pocketing.
There was one guy that was even in business. It was like, you haven't even been open for months. He's like, we're open 7 days a week.
It's crazy because it's like, those people will say, "Oh, it's a food stamps taking my time." No, there's people out here running crazy scams. Like, what? Yeah. It's sad. Sad. It's hopefully this country gets fixed
and gets it together for sure.
I think that this has opened America's eyes to the severity that things can get to if you're not intentional with your vote. If you don't vote, you're just as bad.
Literally,
you gotta vote. You have to vote. If you don't like all the options, do your research the best that you can and see who's the least poisonous. Because it's not just about them being in presidency. It's about their ideologies too. Mm-hmm. It's about the things that they personally believe, is because hate, misinformation, it spreads like a plague, right? And when the wrong/right people hear it, it starts something up that aligns with some of the people who probably put money behind the campaign in the first place. And this is how we get into muddy waters, right? There are still people who have certain beliefs because of however they were brought up, and there are other people who have their beliefs, right? We have to keep things fair and just to the best of our ability, and right now they're neither. So I advise everybody, if you see this video, vote. Please take the time out if you still can. There are people who literally can't even vote,
but they wish they could.
You know what I mean? So I understand there are people who genuinely think their vote won't matter. But look, I bet you didn't think it mattered. But look how it's affecting your life. We're not talking about the rich people or the 1%. They'll be fine no matter what.
No matter who's in president.
Exactly. We're talking about the middle class and below. Us and below, our votes matter the most. Because every decision they make will directly affect us. And you'll feel it. Maybe not the first year. But by year 2 or 3, you're going to be like, damn, I wish I voted.
Facts. Beach family, let us know if you guys want us to do more of these like current events. This was fun talking about real life stuff. It's actually sad. My prayers is up to her.
And her family and
her
3
family.
kids. Rest in peace to
Rest
her.
in peace to her, man. It's a sick world we live in, man.
Sorry to anybody if you've lost any family members.
Facts.
Or anybody that's been part of this sick game they're playing, getting sent back and breaking families up and stuff. So,
but my question is, how do they even get here? Like, how do you even get through the country with no credentials? Like, I know, there's different ways, but how did this many people, so-called fugitives, get in the country?
Well, there's many ways. I'm gonna be honest with you. There's a lot of ways to get in, but believe it or not, it's not even that these people don't have credentials. He's sending people back.
No, that's what he's saying. I know, I know, but you know what I mean?
So he's taking advantage of the fact, like, okay, if they haven't been here for this amount of time, he's picking, like, all right, what are they missing? If they're missing something, it makes it easier for them to do so. Because there's been people that have been sent back and came right back because it's like they had so much. It's like, dude, like, you're bugging. Like, I'm genuinely a citizen. So he's looking for, like, chinks. All right, they're missing this. All right, you're not a citizen. Technically speaking, they might have been here. Were they here on a visa? Oh, no, they didn't do this. Or they're missing this.
And renew the visa.
Just any little thing that he can, right? Because they're even accidentally grabbing the wrong people.
Bro, they literally grabbed a kid in Boston. Mm-hmm. And they gave, like, the whole, I forget what town it was.
Yeah, I seen that on
And they had a whole... Like,
whole town came out.
The next day, he was released.
Yeah.
Imagine you leaving
detention center.
Yeah, imagine you leaving high school.
And they
and you got, bro, for nothing. You genuinely didn't do anything. This is crazy.
And they didn't touch no one else in his family.
Literally.
That's insane.
So how did he just get here?
Bro.
Like, yeah.
But it just goes to show.
Yeah. It goes to show, man. It's a sick world we live in.
All right, Beach family. Y'all let us know what y'all thoughts in the comments. Like, comment, subscribe.
Ding, ding, ding.
The notification bell. Kevvv gonna put the link down below. Make sure you guys tap into all platforms. Most importantly, please go subscribe. Steph, you know what to do.
It's your boy Sleaze here, keeping it sleazy.
It's your boy Kev for real.
It's Mr. Everyday K. Brad. You're just watching on
Beach Boys.